Hi, welcome back. This week I want you to begin the process of designing your own web page. And I use the words begin the process because designing a web page is more than simply building HTML pages in Dreamweaver. As a web designer, your job is to create an effective way for people to communicate with each other. For example, let's say you are creating a website for a furniture repair business. Your job as a web designer is to provide a place where prospective customers can learn about the company and the services it offers. Or how about creating a website for a local fundraiser? Again, your job as a web designer is to provide a place where people can learn about the event and perhaps request more information about how to participate. Or how about creating a corporate website for an insurance company? Here your job as a web designer might be to create a site that exemplifies the mission and goals of the company. So what do all three of these scenarios or design challenges have in common? The correct answer is communication. Web design is not about simply creating pages that look good. Your job is to create pages that make sense to a visitor. And that means designing an interface that is intuitive, an interface that is easy to understand and navigate, and an interface that effectively communicates what the website owner wants to say to a visitor. Of course, the attractiveness of a website is important, but I think over time you'll discover that appearance is not the first thing to consider when building a new site. So what is the first step in designing a web page? I like to start by first defining who the visitors to this website will be and what their purpose is for being there. Without this crucial information, it's nearly impossible to design a website that will be of any value to anyone. Think about the three examples I gave earlier: the furniture repair shop, the local fundraiser, and the insurance corporation. I think you'll agree that these websites will each have very different visitors with completely different purposes for coming to that site. That's why it's important for web designers to begin a project by first having a serious conversation with clients to find out exactly who will be visiting the website and what those visitors will be looking for. Once you have this information, then you can begin the process of creating an interface that will make sense to those unique visitors. As you might already know, your final project for this course is to build a website of your own. So in preparation for that, this week I'd like you to spend some time exploring and answering the following questions. 1. What kind of website do you want to build? 2. Who will be visiting your site? 3. What is the visitor's purpose for coming to your site? To help you with this process, I've included a site proposal worksheet that you can download and use as a guide for exploring these questions about your proposed website and your targeted visitor. If you already have a website built, it's still a good idea to stop and think about who your visitors are and why they are coming to your site. In fact, this should be an ongoing process where you frequently reassess the assumptions you have made about your visitors, because those assumptions can often be wrong. After you have explored and answered the questions in my worksheet, please submit a copy of that document to me for grading. If you like, you can list the questions and answers using a program like Microsoft Word, or you can use the PDF form I've provided here, which allows you to enter text directly into the document. Once you have a clear idea of the type of website you want to design, who your targeted visitor will be, and why that visitor will be at your site, you can then move on to the next stage of planning, which I like to call the rough layout, or wireframe as some designers refer to it. A wireframe is nothing more than a rough layout of what you want your site to look like, and where the different components of your page will be located. Creating a wireframe can be as simple as sketching your idea on a sheet of paper. This is an important step to take in the early stages of your web design project because it gives you a chance to experiment with different design ideas and explore different ways to locate things on a page, which helps you avoid wasted time working in Dreamweaver building pages that ultimately have to be redesigned later because the design just doesn't work. As you draw your rough layout, go ahead and name the different sections of your page. Later you can use these titles to create CSS tags in your HTML document. To give you a better idea of what a wireframe is all about, I'd like you to watch a short video that a web designer put together showing his process for designing a website from start to finish. As you'll see in the video, his process starts with a piece of paper, a pen, and a ruler. I like this video because it's showing the work of a professional, someone who designed the website for the National Geographic Channel. I think you'll be surprised just how much time this person spends in the early stages of the process, creating a wireframe for his proposed site design. For this week's assignment, I'd like you to do the same. Using pencil and paper, start sketching and laying out how you would like your proposed website to look. Keep in mind that you are designing for the visitor that you defined in your site proposal. Well, that's it for this week. Please spend some time thinking about the kind of website you would like to create for your final project, who your targeted visitor will be, and how you can provide that visitor with the information and tools that he or she is looking for. Have a good week, and I'll see you next time.